Dust clouds rise, hearts reach the tracks, the stage, the battle's on for glory, fame, the victory's won. Pro Dirt Series, where legends are born, the thrill of the race, the dawn of a morn. Slideways and sideways, they fly through the night, under the lights, a breathtaking sight. Tempers flare, rivals clash, friendships forge the lasting flash. Teammates unite, a powerful force, pushing each other to the ultimate course. Tempers flare, rivals clash, friendships forge the lasting flash. Teammates unite, a powerful force, pushing each other to the ultimate course. Pro Dirt Series, where legends are born, the thrill of the race, the dawn of a morn. Sideways and sideways, they fly through the night, under the lights, a breathtaking sight. Feel the power, the speed, the might. Witness the passion, the day and the night. The roar of the crowd, the cheers that ignite. Pro Dirt Series, a spectacular sight. Pro Dirt Series, where legends are born. The thrill of the race, the dawn of a morn. Sideways and sideways, they fly through the night, under the lights, a breathtaking sight.
What's up, everybody? Getting ready for tonight's first pro qualifying series of the season as we are getting in an 8352 SOF. It is going to be a barn burner here tonight, guys. We're going to see some of the best on the server as these guys get ready for some action. Stay tuned. We are getting in the server.
Sideways and sideways, they fly through the night, under the lights, a breathtaking sight. Tempers flare, rivals clash, friendships forge the lasting flash. Teammates unite, a powerful force, pushing each other to the ultimate course.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. As these guys are out on the track. Nick, thank you for the follow. Ballin' on Budget Racing, thank you for the follow. This isn't a league. This is the officials for the pro qualifiers. We are broadcasting the top split here tonight. Big Country. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows in there as we get ready for tonight's qualifying coming up here in just a second. I am pretty sure everybody makes it. Everybody's going to make it for tonight's 30-lap event. As we get in here tonight, let's see who is going to be the first one to jump out on the track here for qualifying. It is going to be 21 cars. All 21 get to make it to the feature. Nick, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate that, guys. Make sure you guys are getting those likes, shares, and follows in there. And don't forget, if you want, you can go ahead and hit that stars, super chats, gifts, all that stuff over on the different platforms. All right, so first out on the track, we got Trent Kahn. There's a lot of these guys I've never heard of. Yeah, Discord is in the profile over on TikTok. Let's go, Connor News, says Ben. Nick, thank you for the Oh, I already told you. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. As it looks like Trent's going to go ahead and bail out. Are we going to get anybody else on the track? We are 1 minute into qualifying, and only one person has even pulled out on the track. Looks like Kendall Tucker is going to come out here. Kendall going to be a factor here in this season. Guarantee it. G-Money, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. All right, so Kendall Tucker going to jump out in that 00 here at Volusia. I was just saying it, Volusia, as he's going to go ahead and bow out. Did not like the way that felt. Trent's going to try to go again in the number 5 machine. These are the only two that have even tried to even pull out on the track. Two-stepper, thank you for the follow. I just said even then, even twice. All right, looks like Trent is happy with this one, at least the start of it. Let's see if he goes ahead and completes this lap. Looks a little slick there in 1 and 2. In the middle. A little bit of pre-gen going on here as they come out of turn number 4. Trent Kahn going to set that bar early on here with a 13.790, I believe is what it says. .796, and he picks up the pace with a 13.473. Got Dylan Yeager rolling out on the track right now. Yeager. Gonna get some Jaeger bombs out there. All right, so Tucker out there. Jaeger went ahead and bailed. Tucker's gonna go ahead and bail again. Bergeron out there. Bergeron is out there in the number 12 machine. Make sure you guys are getting those likes, shares, and follows out there. Let's get some people out there. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Everybody is bailing out of their laps, but they do get 5 laps here, or 5 minutes here tonight. Rumsey's gonna pull out, but we're gonna jump back on Kendall Tucker. Sure wish I was as more. Yeah, right. Oh, we got a ton of snow here. Not a ton, but we got enough. All right, Rumsey's going to go. Every single one of these guys have bailed out. Let's see if Ethan Johnson does the same. Ethan Johnson's going to commit to this first lap as he rolls the bottom in 1 and 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4 for Ethan Johnson as he comes across the line. He's going to go second quick with a 12.907 as Stephen Gaines is at the top of the charts with an 8.30. Let's see if Johnson can pick up the pace here on lap number 2 as he comes out of turn number 4. And he does not. Looks like Stephen Gaines going to sit on the pole right now. Yeah, that is wild. That is absolutely wild. Oh, who are we going to jump on now? We got Connor New. I know we got some Connor New fans out there. I saw somebody out there rooting for Connor New. Yeah, snow in North Carolina in November is freaking nuts. All right, so Connor New going to commit to his first lap. Let's see if he goes out and finishes this one off as he heads through turn number 3 and 4. Landon at the top of the charts right now as Connor New goes quick time with a 12.798 to the top of the charts for Connor New. All right, Kendall Tucker looks to have finally committed in that 00 machine. Look for him to be fast in these sprint cars as he comes down the back straightaway. Blake Majula's going to jump up to the number 12 spot. Desmond Busby's out there. Sean Smith. Let's see if Kendall Tucker can put it at the top of the boards as he comes across the line to start his first lap. Oh, no, that was his first lap with a 13.471. Let's see if he can pick up the pace on lap number 2. Little bobble out of turn number 4. And he is just going to pick up the pace a little bit with a 13.052. All right, so big surprise. Couple good guys in the back of the pack. I mean, all these guys are good. Let's see, the 21 car. Who is that? That'll be the bottom guy. Logan Rumsey is the bottom, is the lowest car in this split. Imagine being Logan Rumsey with a 7403 and being the last car in the split as we are. Yes, it is iRacing. Yes, it is. What's up, Butters? Yeah, I was surprised. All right, so right into racing. It's going to be a quick night here tonight as these guys jump out on the track. Let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Johnson, thank you for the follow. Evan is not running. All right, some of these guys I do not know the number with, so we are going to go ahead and fudge it a little bit as we start on the front row here, starting in that number 1 spot, getting the pole and the quick time. Good start for the Pro Qualifiers. It is going to be the number 10 of Connor New. Outside of him in the number 13 machine, we're going to have Aiden Beerline. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 21 Fusion machine, it is going to be Landon Cardoza. Outside of him in the 07, it's going to be Steven Gaines. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 39 machine, it's going to be Logan Rumsey. Outside of him, it is going to be Alex Bergeron. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 48 machine, it is going to be Dylan Yeager. Outside of him in the number 1 machine, it's going to be Kenny Hoffman. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 14 machine, it is going to be none other than VRS's very own JD Brown. Outside of him in the number 11, it's going to be Ethan Johnson. Starting inside row number 6, man, he is deep in the number 327, it is going to be Hayden Tolson. Outside of him in the 127, it is going to be Blake Majulis. Starting inside row number 7 here tonight, it is going to be Bradley Cox. Outside of him, it's going to be Caden Berry. Starting inside row number 8, it's going to be Aiden Forrester. Outside of him in the number 45, it's going to be Sean Smith. Starting inside row number 9 here tonight in the number 82 machine, it's going to be Desmond Busby. Outside of him in the number 49, I think it is going to be Ryan Avella. I think I'm saying that wrong. Starting inside row number 10 in the 00 machine, it is going to be Kendall Tucker. Outside of him in the number 52, it's going to be James Edens. Starting last but not least in that number 21 spot, it is going to be the number 511 of Trent Kahn. Down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by to start out the Pro Qualifier Series. Who's it gonna be here tonight? 30 laps as they head through turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the back straightaway. It is going to be Connor New out front, landed in second. Beerline going to fall back to the number 3 spot. Yeah, I missed some of the chat out there as we got contact for the lead as Landon gets into New, takes the lead out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Beerline's going to get in the number 4 spot as it looks like, oh my God, he is falling like a rock. Connor New back all the way back into that number 7 spot and still going backwards. More contact back in the back. He's going to go around. That's going to be Ethan Johnson in the number 11. Big save out of 11. We got Tolson in the wall out of turn number 4. Caution flag comes out. Connor New is on pit road. Absolute chaos there. Let's go ahead and see what brought out the caution flag. Connor Old, Connor Dunn, Tyler Hudson. I'm going to go under. Oh! That is unfortunate for Connor New as he gets big contact there. He gets that contact. That contact started here on... Man, it started a ways back. So it started right here for the lead. Did he get sideways? He got sideways. He didn't even have contact. Landon never touched him. And then he's just going to be ping pong going through the field until eventually it's going to be the end. Tyler Hudson, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. And that is going to be the end of Connor New's race. Hayden Tolson is also done with no wing on that thing. They're going to be coming back another night. This isn't a non-wing series, 100%. 100%. Kenneth, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I'm taking notes for tomorrow. Survive, Jackson. Survive. Kenneth, thank you for the follow. Jackson, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, guys. Sparkling Cupcake Spandex. Love. Thank you for the follow. That is a great name. As we roll down the back straightaway, is going to be Landon out front leading the way. Beerline having a good run up into the number 2 spot. How about Stephen Gaines? I'll tell you what. Turbo, thank you for the follow. Stephen Gaines has been absolutely impressive lately. He has been quick each and every week. I know he's got some haters. I know he's got some fans out there, but I've definitely been impressed, especially when we do the UMPs. Are you eligible, right? Will they let you run? Oh, and thank you for the follow. Steve stepped. Yeah, he definitely stepped it up a lot. You know, it's fun. It's fun doing especially doing these openers, watching how these guys progress. I don't do a lot of sprint stuff, but a lot of these guys are late model guys out here, and it's definitely fun. And it's weird to see names like J.D. Brown, Blake Majulis, Ethan Johnson, Busby, Tucker, Edens, and Tolson so far back in the field. Does look like Tolson came back out. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. 4 laps complete as they come down the back straightaway. I'm your big Stephen Gaines hater. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Landon leads the way. Beerline in second. Beerline. Oh, we got a caution. Out once again. Caution flag on the track. Oh, let's go see what happened here. Looks like it's going to be Aiden Forster. Forster's a regular sprint guy, so making a mistake out here. Oh, wow, what happened there? Did he just get on the gas and not turn it? Maybe a malfunction in the computer, but that was a weird wreck out of Aiden. Let's see if we can get a little bit different view of that one. Oh, I think he might have had a little bobble there and maybe a little overcorrection. He just drove right into the wall. Let's see if that back end kicks out a little bit. Oh, man. He turned right before that thing kicked up. I got to imagine maybe he was a little bit overcorrection there. A little too much rotation. And yeah, I'm not sure what happened there as Aiden's going to take a big hit into the outside wall. That is probably going to be the end of his name. Oh, yeah. Bergeron's always tough. Bergeron is always tough. Seems like maybe his... right? That was definitely weird. Yeah. This is a tough one. How you doing, Waddell? Always good to see you out there. Are you going to attempt this season or no? Is this out of the cards? Maybe you're going to try tomorrow? Let me know. All right. We got him stacked back up. Hopefully Aiden is okay after that. You're right.
One to green, by the way.
Aiden definitely needs a paramedic as they come down the back straightaway. They are 1 to green. I just heard it on the chat. As they look for turn number 3 and 4. What's up, Remington? What's up, buddy? Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Landon's going to get on that gas. We got Beerline in that number 2 spot. He's got Stephen Gaines all over the back of him. Could Gaines be the sleeper of the season as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4? Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Going to keep it nice and clean up at the front, but Gaines putting some big pressure on that number 13 machine. He is looking low out of turn number 2. He's going to look that low down into turn number 3 and 4. Can't quite get it to stick. He's going to lose ground. Here comes Rumsey looking to the outside. Rumsey not able to find the top lane as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. One slowed down on the bottom. Robert, thank you for the share as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Some of them have been, Jackson. As they come out of turn at number 2, keeping it nice and clean at the front. Let's watch Stephen Gaines work that back bumper of the 13 as they come out of turn number 4. Gaines definitely putting the pressure on him as he gets into the back bumper, loosens him up a little bit out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. He's going to stay all over the back of him, jumps up on the cushion out of turn number 4, all over the back of him. I bet you he can tell you what he ate for dinner tonight as he pulls the slider in turn number 1 and 2. Big bobble out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Beerline, back up underneath him into turn number 3 and 4, slides up the track. Here comes Gaines back down low. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2, slides up the track. Gaines has the spot. Here comes Rumsey. Rumsey wants some of that as he heads into turn number 3 and 4. Easily takes that number 3 spot. Out front, Landon is going to drive away from the field as we are 12 laps complete battle for that number 2 spot starting to heat up a little bit as Rumsey tries to close the gap on Gaines down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4, just the first one. I might jump in later in the week if I get bored and do some of the other ones, but I got other streams later on in the week. Maybe Thursday. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Bandit, by the way, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 4, we're going to keep them single file for now. We got some battling back here in the track as it is a little bit crazy through here as JD Brown up in the number 8 spot, but here comes Bradley Cox. Cox going to dive up underneath as Ethan Johnson making his way forward after a horrible start. He's up to the number 6 spot. Here comes Yeager as we're going to get the Yeager bomb into turn number 1 and 2. Yeager going to slide up the track. Here comes Johnson back down low, down the back straightaway. Ships it into turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Takes that spot back. Ethan Johnson up into the number 6 spot. Here comes Yeager back up underneath. JD Brown wants a piece of the action. 3 wide out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Bradley Cox up on the top side. He's going to scrape the wall as they head into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, still 2 by 2. We got a battle up here as Beerline and Rumsey have a good battle going on here, but we're going to jump back to this. Definitely a lot more interesting as JD Brown pulls the slider out of turn number 4. Johnson going to come back up underneath. He's going to ship it into turn number 1 and 2. Slides up the track. Might have kissed the wall on the inside a little bit as J.D. Brown digs back down low, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. J.D. Brown back on the bottom out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. We are 19 laps complete, 11 to go as they head into 1 and 2 as Johnson going to get stuck up into the wall in 1 and 2. Able to pull it off, keeps it straight, but J.D. Brown is going to pull away as they come out of turn number 4. Let's run back up to this battle as these guys continue to duke it out. Looks like Beerline has caught Gaines down the back straightaway. Battle for second starting to heat up. Nate and Matthew, thank you for the follow as they come out of turn number 4. Gaines going to hold on to it, but Beerline definitely giving the pressure as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lap traffic up ahead. Looks like Trent Kahn's going to stay out of the way as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it is going to be 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out front, Landon continues to lead. Looks like Gaines now pulling away from Beerline. Rumsey has settled into the number 4 spot. J.D. Brown with some competition as Kenny Hoffman going to dig on the outside out of turn number 4. Big run out of 4 for Hoffman. Hoffman going to roll the top side through turn number 1 and 2. He's got that thing wound up, but lap traffic in the way. Down the back straightaway, J.D. Brown's going to move his way up underneath as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Here comes Kenny Hoffman back down low into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they're going to stack him up on the bottom as the lap car is up high as it looks like Johnson has some company. Bradley Cox just behind him into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Going to be single file 4 now. Looks like the leaders are keeping it pretty mellow up there. We'll keep an eye on those battles. Right now, we're going to stay back here where the action is as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 4 laps to go as they come out of turn number 4. Looks like we're starting to get a little bit of a battle here between Beerline as Rumsey has reeled back in Beerline as they come out of turn number 4. And look at this. The battle for the lead has begun with 3 laps to go. Yeah, nobody else has said anything, Robert. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 2 laps to go at the line. Stephen Gaines is definitely starting to breathe down the neck of the 21 of Landon Cardoza as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway through turn number 3 and 4. They're going to get that white flag this time by 1 lap to go. Big bobble out of Landon out of turn number 4, but able to stay in the gas as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Can Gaines catch him as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4? I think he's too far back as they head through 3 and 4. One last time. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Landon Cardoza as he comes across the line. Stephen Gaines second. Rumsey, Beerline, and Brown your top 5. Good racing out there here tonight. Once we got green, that was freaking phenomenal. Probably one of the shortest streams I've done in a while as Landon is going to do a little bit of celebration as he takes the W here tonight. Now remember, guys, this is 3 nights of qualifiers. So we'll have 1 race today, 1 race tomorrow, 1 race Thursday. Points get you into the Pro Qualifier Series. So if your favorite driver did not make it in tonight, they will have opportunities throughout the week to get those points up and get their opportunity into Monday night's Pro Race. Remember, they do the pro qualifiers, and then that following Monday they will do the pro race. It'll be the first 4 races will be sprint cars for the qualifiers. The last 4 will be supers. It looks like Beerline's going to do a little bit of extra credit as we are going to go through the results and call it a night here tonight, guys. Probably one of the quickest streams I've done in a while. And what a race it was. All right, it's going to be Aiden Beerline. Oh, I'm not reading the whole thing. Hold on. I am in the wrong spot. Let's go ahead and fix that. All right, it's going to be Landon Cardoza with the win here tonight. Stephen Gaines in second. Logan Rumsey in third. If any of those guys are in my Discord, feel free to jump in. I will interview the top 3. Probably even interview the top 5 if they showed up. Aiden Beerline going to be in that number 4 spot. J.D. Brown in 5th. Going to be Bradley Cox in the number 6 spot. Ethan Johnson in 7th. Kenny Hoffman in 8th. Going to be Dylan Yeager in the number 9 spot. Caden Berry in a 10th. Going to be Blake Majulis in the number 11 spot. James Eden in 12th. Desmond Busby in 13th. Going to be Sean Smith in 14th here tonight. Alex Bergeron in 15th. Kendall Tucker in 16th. Trent Kahn's going to be 17th. Ryan Avella in that number 18 spot. And then rounding out the rest of the field, it is going to be Hayden Tolson 19th. Aiden Forster 20th. And Connor New, I guess old, in that number 21 spot. What a crazy one here tonight. I am looking forward to next week's action. Maybe we'll cover another one Thursday. We'll see how I feel. Let's see if anybody is in Discord. Like I said, if they are in here, I will pull them in. I don't see anybody. So that is going to be it for tonight, guys. Make sure you get those likes, shares, and follows out there. Share the stream around. I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting to see these races. And as always, until next time, be safe. Have a good night. And Ryball, thank you for the follow.